So today we're going to talk about Fajin, just some basic Fajin techniques, a bit of visualization, and also some different foot techniques that you can practice when you're learning how to use what they call explosive power, or issuing Jing energy, or issuing the energy of the body. So basically what you're doing is you're absorbing what your opposite number gives you and returning it without using any effort. So you don't use any of your own energy, you use the other person's energy. So what we're going to do is we're going to imagine we're like a bow and arrow. So I'm like a bow and arrow, yes? So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to sink into my front foot, which is to sung, to relax, to sink and spread and connect with the earth so you feel very strong and very sturdy. And then the energy that I'll receive from the opposite number, it'll be the string pulling back. And as I return the energy, I release the arrow back towards my opposite number. Okay, so that's one technique. Another technique would be to raise your front toe and press down hard, so your foot, like you're in a car and your foot's on the accelerator and you're pressing down into the earth. Okay, so that you become very sturdy, and once again receiving energy which I neutralize, which is called hua, and then I return fa back to the opposite number where I issue energy. And one other technique to visualize on would be to imagine you're like the balloon. Okay, so as the energy comes towards me, I absorb it, so like you're pressing a balloon in, and of course as you release your hands from the balloon, it would bounce back. So try and think of whichever would work best for yourself. So we're going to do some little techniques with the feet. We're going to do one where we're going to stamp down and feel connection, so we'll learn to root. The other one would be like the accelerator, to press down into the earth. And we're going to do one where we're just going to keep the foot flat and rooted as you get more familiar with making the front foot heavy and connected to the earth. And then we're also going to do a little technique where we're going to raise and drag the back foot. Okay, which is raise and drag the back foot. Okay, so we'll just start from here. The opposite number will be placing the hands onto my bicep muscles. So basically, I would be learning to sink. Yeah, so I'll just show you the technique first. So I sink into the front foot, and I absorb the energy, which I hua, and then from this position, I basically bounce that energy back. But I don't move forward, yes? So as the arms are up, as I apply the movement, what I don't do is lean in, because if I lean in and then it goes off balance, and then I go off balance as well, because I've lost my connection with the earth. So from here, I'll start with a stamp first. So basically, just rebound the energy back towards your opponent. You're not using any effort, you're using the other person's energy. Okay, again. So you stamp the foot, it's a lot easier. If I try to use force, yeah, then it's force against force, and that's really difficult. So if he applies pressure, all I do is I just bounce, I sink, I bounce the energy back towards my opposite number without any effort. That's the whole idea, is the effort of using no effort. Again. It's all about timing as well. So basically, if I do it slowly, so it's like I'm sinking into my root. If I over-exaggerate the move, it's like I'm sinking into my root. I'd go a little lower than I would normally do, and I absorb the energy, and then from there, basically, spring it back. Yeah, but keep very still. Okay, and again, please. Yeah. And of course, you can move the opposite number in different directions. So that's the stamping technique. Now the other one, the accelerator. So you feel like you're pressing right down on the accelerator, so you become very, very sturdy, very strong. Imagine your foot sinking through soil. and rooting. But of course, let your whole body be relaxed while you're doing this. So you sung. So Qigong meditation is very important when learning how to relax. Very important to relax when doing Fajin. So this time I use the accelerator. Yeah. So same technique, still rooting, and then extend. So I do the stretch, but I don't lean forwards. I don't move in. I just basically, I root, absorb his energy, and then return it. Again. And again. One more time. Okay. So that's the basic pressing down with the accelerator. Once again, we're just doing this gently, because obviously we're doing people flying all over the place. So from here, this time, we root into the front foot. So as you get used to stamping and feeling that connection, or then starting to press down into the earth, so you feel very strong in your stance, now we're going to try and visualize, use our our intention, to sink and to root and to be very sturdy, while our body is very elastic. So this time it comes in. And this time I just sink and root into my foot. Okay, so you just gently root. So you just a slight lowering movement, and just feel the absorption. So you become like elastic. The energy comes in and it just springs back to the opposite person. So you don't use any effort, you use all their energy, none of your own. One more time. Okay. So we'll do one more technique. We'll do where we'll raise our foot and drag the back foot. Yeah. So we'll raise and drag. Just another simple technique. Again. Of course, you can get a lot more power generated from that one. Okay. Again. And that's just a slight drag of the back foot. We'll do a little bit more and through. So you're still keeping the root in your front foot, but you're stepping into it again. And drag the back foot. So you raise the front foot, drag the back foot. Okay? Okay. One more time. Okay. So there we'll have 4 basic footwork techniques, some visualization as well. So have a little go at that and see how you find it.